Hello friends, we see the next phenomena in this topic, that's a chemoosmosis hypothesis. As in the last video we completed the photophosphorylation, that is this photophosphorylation, it is of the two way. First one, it is a cyclic photophosphorylation, and the second one, it is a non-cyclic photophosphorylation. As during this cyclic and the non-cyclic photophosphorylation, there is the synthesis of the ATP molecule, but this ATP molecule which is synthesized due to the transfer of electron in a cyclic chain, so it says as a electron transport chain. But this electron transport chain, whenever it's occurred, there is a synthesis of the ATP molecule, and this ATP molecule which is synthesized, that phenomena, it is says as the chemoosmosis. So what is that chemoosmosis? We see in detail. It explains the mechanism of ATP synthesis in the chloroplast. As here you can see here, there is a synthesis of the ATP molecule. The synthesis of ATP molecule in the chloroplast, it says as the chemoosmosis. What's a chemoosmosis? That is a movement of ion across, you can see here, the movement of ion across the semi-permeable membrane, which is occurred in case of the chloroplast as well as it is occurred in case of the mitochondria, because in mitochondria there is the oxidative phosphorylation which is takes place, means there is a synthesis of the ATP molecule. During the aerobic respiration there is a synthesis of the 38 ATP molecule, and in the chloroplast during the light reaction there is a synthesis of the ATP molecule, means the movement of ion across a semi-permeable membrane, it is occurs in case of the chloroplast as well as it is occurred in case of mitochondria. The chemoosmosis needs a membrane. There is a required the membrane, that is there is required the proton pump is required, and the proton gradient across the thylakoid membrane. So this is says as the thylakoid membrane. And the ATP synthetase enzyme which is required to work out the synthesis of the ATP molecule. The splitting of water, it is takes place on the inner side of the membrane, on the inner side of the membrane in a photosystem second. This photosystem second, it is entered it into the this photosystem second, when it expels an electron towards the outer orbit, this photosystem second, it is suffering from the electron deficit. Due to this, there is a oxidation of the water molecule, and this photolysis of water, whenever it is takes place, there is a release of the proton, and this proton which is accumulated in the lumen, this is says as the lumen of the thylakoid. As the electron which is moved, you can see here the electron, this is this entire region, it is says as the thylakoid membrane. Outside this part it says as a stroma, this is also stroma, this part is also stroma, and this side also stroma is there. So around to the thylakoid membrane there is a presence of the stroma. As in the stroma there is a accumulation of the proton, there is the accumulation of the proton. The photosystem second, its reaction center, it's a P680. When it absorbs a light energy in the form of the photon, this photosystem second, it become excited, and it emits the electron, you can see here, this is emit the electron, this emitted electron which is accepted by the plastoquinone, that time the stroma, as it contains the proton, this proton, it is also combined with the plastoquinone, and result is what, there is a formation of the PQH2. From the PQH2, the two electron, it's emitted, and this emitted electron electron, it is accepted by the cytochrome B and the cytochrome B6 and the cytochrome F. The proton which is present along with the plastoquinone, it is entered it into the lumen of thylakoid. The proton, it is accumulated in the lumen of thylakoid. The electron which is moved from cytochrome B6 to cytochrome F, this cytochrome B6 and the cytochrome F, it emits the electron. This emitted electron, it is accepted by the plastoquinone, and from the plastoquinone, the electron which is accepted by the photosystem, first which reaction center, it's a 700. This photosystem, first it also absorbs the light energy in the form of photon. Means as the proton which is moved from or which is combined with the plastoquinone, the concentration of the proton ion which is more in the stroma region. In the stroma region and in the lumen region, the proton concentration is less. So the movement of the proton, it's from the higher concentration towards the lower concentration. That is says as the osmosis. That says as the osmosis. The movement of the proton from the stroma towards the lumen of thylakoid across the semi-permeable membrane. When this movement, when the proton which is accumulated in the stroma region, there is increasing the concentration of the proton in the lumen region. As the electron which is accepted by the photosystem first, as well as the light which is come in the form of the photon, due to the acceptance of the light energy as well as the electron, it emits the electron. The emitted electron which is accepted by the ferredoxine, it is accepted by the ferredoxine reducing substance. From the ferredoxine reducing substance, the electron which is accepted by the ferredoxine, and from the ferredoxine, this electron which is accepted by the NADP. Result is what? There is a formation of the NADPH2. As the proton which is accumulated, the proton which is accumulated in the lumen, its a concentration is more in the lumen, but there is a synthesis of the ATP molecule. There is a synthesis of ATP molecule. This synthesis of ATP molecule, takes place in the thylakoid membrane. There is the presence of these ATPase structure. What's that? There is a presence of the CF1 and the CF0. So what is this CF1 and the CF0? This CF0 which is present as like that of in case of the mitochondria, there is a presence of F1 particle, that is a stalk and the head. Same phenomena is here. There is a presence of the stalk and this is as the headpiece. There is a presence of the CF1, that's the F1 particle and the F0 particle. When the proton which is accumulated in the lumen, this is says as a lumen, when the proton which is accumulated in the lumen, for the synthesis of ATP molecule, there is a requirement of the light energy. For the synthesis of the ATP molecule, that is the ADP plus inorganic phosphate, gives rise to the ATP molecule. But for the synthesis of the ATP molecule, what is required? There is a requirement of the light energy. There is a requirement of light energy. So how this light energy it is received? By the ADP. That is, as the proton which is accumulated in the lumen, this proton which is accumulated in the lumen of the thylakoid, this proton which is moved from F0 to F1, the proton which is moved from F0 to F1 as a light energy source. Result is what? There is the synthesis of ATP molecule with the help of the enzymes which is present in the CF1, that is known as the ATP synthetase enzyme. Means ADP plus inorganic phosphate in presence of light, there is a synthesis of the ATP molecule. Again, what is the phenomena is here? That is the concentration of hydrogen. That is a concentration of proton in the lumen. It is more as compared to the outer side. So what is the phenomena? That is a movement of a ion, that is a proton, which is moved from higher concentration towards the lower concentration. Result is what? There is the synthesis of the ATP molecule. So what is that phenomena? We see it again. As a chemoosmosis, it is explained the mechanism of ATP synthesis in the chloroplast. Chemoosmosis means movement of ion across a semi-permeable membrane. It occurs in case of mitochondria as well as it is occurred in case of the chloroplast. Chemoosmosis needs, what is the requirement for the chemoosmosis? There is requirement of proton, there is requirement of the proton gradient across the thylakoid membrane. And what is the third phenomena? There is a requirement of enzyme, that is a ATP synthetase enzyme. There is the splitting of water molecule, means the photolysis of water which is occurred inside the thylakoid membrane, and the proton which is accumulated in the lumen of the thylakoid. As the electron which is moved, the electron which is moved through the photosystem, the proton which is transported across the membrane, it is due to the removal of proton from the stroma. What is the reason behind it? Why the proton removes the stroma? The primary electron acceptors which is located towards the outer side of the membrane, and that is it, and transfers its electron to an H carrier. So this molecule, it is moved. This molecule removes a proton from the stroma while transporting an electron towards the electron carrier, that is towards the inner side of the membrane, and result is what? The proton which is released it into the lumen. Afterward, the second reason, NADP, it is a reductase enzyme, and this reductase enzyme, it is located in the stroma side of the membrane along with the electron coming from the photosystem first. The proton which is necessary to induce the NADP plus, this proton which is removed from the stroma. Hence the proton in the stroma, it is decreases. The proton in the stroma, it is decreases. Result is what? The proton which is accumulated in the lumen, it creates the proton gradient across the thylakoid membrane and decreasing the pH in case of the lumen. The proton gradient, it is leads to the synthesis of the ATP. This ATP synthesis which is takes place in the two part. First, there is a presence of the CF0 and there is a presence of the CF1. The CF0, it is embedded in the membrane. So this one is the protein, lipid protein, that is it is present in the lumen, which is present in the membrane. It carries out the facilitated diffusion of the proton across the membrane. It results in the breakdown of the proton gradient. It produced an outer surface of the thylakoid membrane, that is the CF1. The energy due to the breakdown of gradient caused the conformational changes in the CF1. It makes the synthesis of the ATP molecule. You can see here, that is this one is the photosystem second. There is a transfer of electron. This transfer of electron from the plastoquinine towards the cytochrome B6 to the cytochrome F to cytochrome F to plastocyanin, and from plastocyanin this electron which is transferred towards the photosystem second, and during this process the proton which is accumulated in the in the stroma region. This stroma, it is transports the proton at the time of the transport of the electron, and this proton which is accumulated in the thylakoid membrane. During this process, there is a synthesis of the ATP molecule. For the energy which is required for the synthesis of ATP molecule, which is come from the proton. This proton which is transfers from the F0 to F1. Result is what? In presence of enzyme ATP synthetase, there is a synthesis of the ATP molecule from the ADP and the inorganic phosphate. And the NADP, it is converted it into the NADPH2. That is the energy which is used to pump the proton across the membrane. It is a high concentration of proton within the thylakoid lumen. This ATP synthesis has a channel for the diffusion of proton back to the membrane, and this ATP synthetase that catalyzes the formation of the ATP molecule. Hope so you understood it. Thanks for watching my video. Stay tuned to my channel. Thank you.